We welcome all of you to the Barclays in Brooklyn and the first game of the evening session. This is an East Region first round encounter between the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks and the West Virginia Mountaineers. This is the first of two tonight. The winner advances to Sunday's encounter against either Notre Dame or Michigan. They will play the second game this evening. Good evening, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Jim Spanarkel. Interesting comparison of the two coaches. They're very good friends. Bob Huggins for West Virginia, Brad Underwood for Stephen F. Austin. They actually coached together for a couple of years at Kansas State.
Yeah, and their styles are very, very similar. Vern, what they end up doing is they try to pride themselves at the defensive end of the floor. It's really chaotic at times the way they play defense, but they're really looking to make it happen so they can go transition with their offensive game.
You're expecting a couple of fouls to be called tonight.
Just a few.
Here are the lineups for each team. For Stephen F. Austin, Trey Pinckney, Demetrius Floyd, Ty Charles, Thomas Walkup, the star, and T.J. Holyfield. And for West Virginia, Javon Carter, Dexter Miles, Nathan Adrian, Issa Ahmad, and Devin Williams. The leading scorer for West Virginia comes off the bench, Jayshawn Page. And the officials tonight, Ron Groover, Larry Scarato, and Brent Hampton.
Guess what, Vern? We're going to see a trap at half court.
And a long pass that is saved, then knocked out of bounds
West Virginia basketball
by Trey Pinckney. Here's the star of the Stephen F. Austin team.
Yeah, Thomas Walkup is a terrific player. He can do a lot of things for this team, scoring, passing. He's a real leader, the heart and soul of their team.
First turnover. There will be many. This is a team, Stephen F. Austin, that has won 20 games in a row. Backdoor cut, Walkup. Stephen F. Austin has the early lead.
And the way they play, they shouldn't be intimidated by a team coming from the Big 12 like West Virginia, who has played a very difficult schedule, Vern, all season long in that conference.
Dexter Miles, Jr., number 4. Here's Nathan Adrian. Top of the key. Gosh. Shot clock at 5. Adrian goes for the offense and over the back. Walkup. Take another look at that first basket of the game.
And a little setup, so you're going to be overplaying quite a bit. You got to time it perfectly, and there it is. Notice how the defender turned his head on the basketball, was really facing the baseline. From a passer's perspective, Vern, that's a great time to pass the basketball because all you need to do is deliver it, not worrying about him seeing it.
Here's Pinckney, listed at 5'9", 160. Holyfield. Holyfield gets it back from Ty Charles. Lost control, gets it. Shot clock at 3. Walkup, jumper. Nope. West Virginia.
Who is going to play with more poise and control out of these two teams offensively?
That one knocked out of bounds. Well, how about West Virginia? Let's take a look at some of the statistical standouts for them.
10 steals a game, most in the NCAA. Offensive rebounding, very, very good. They have an interesting team, and Bob Huggins knows that his personnel, they play a lot of guys. Good step across there by Walkup.
Demetrius Floyd.
West Virginia fouls number 23, Issa Ahmad.
Issa Ahmad, number 23, with the foul for West Virginia.
You know, Vern, for folks who are watching early on with Brad Underwood's team, you might think they're like out of control for the first minute. They're nervous. It's a rag. This is the way they play. They play aggressive basketball, both ends, not afraid to push it, but they pride themselves on their defense and really coming after people.
And here's Jayshawn Page. He doesn't sit on that bench often. He's only started one game this year. He averages 13 points per game, leads the West Virginia Mountaineers. He started at Oklahoma State. Bob Huggins told us he was really terrible. So he said, I never want to start again. He now comes off the page. Yes.
on
That
occasion.
too. Yeah, thank you. And here's the pressure from Stephen F. Austin. Devon Carter.
Some teams are so good at pressing, they almost sometimes you feel like there's a 6th or 7th guy on the floor defensively, almost like a practice set.
And a foul called. Now they have similar philosophies, but where do they differ defensively?
I think that, you know, it's one thing with Huggins, he makes it, when you talk to him, it's relentless. He doesn't really think people play his type of defense because he does it constantly. Now you watch the way, now he's backing it off, but it's not, that doesn't mean they're going to be any less aggressive out front.
Last three by Issa Ahmad. It's tied up at 3.
I think, and plus they're bigger than Stephen F. Austin too, Vern. So it'll be interesting if the bodies can wear them down.
Went down, came back out. That for T.J. Holyfield.
And offensively, they usually are a fast-paced team too.
Walk up, trying to defend that bank shot, but unsuccessful. 5-3 now. We played almost 3 minutes. Trap in the backcourt. Ty Charles, and there's the jumper from the corner, again in and out. Nathan Adrian, number 11. Jayshawn Page. Well, Stephen F. Austin out of the Southland Conference. They're in Nacogdoches, Texas, about 140 miles from Houston. Hour and 15 minutes from Shreveport, and about 2 hours southeast of Dallas. 27-5. They've won the last 20. And look at the record since Brad Underwood became the coach. 88-13. This is their 4th tournament appearance in school history. 1-3 the record. Brad Underwood, 2 years as an assistant at Kansas State. He also played at Kansas State and graduated from the Manhattan School, different Manhattan. That's a 3.
Ahmad will shoot that basketball straight on too, Vern. Not afraid to take it when he gets his open shots. There's the rattling defense.
Yep.
You don't see it too often with walk-up. So straight on. Nobody comes out to react on the defensive effort.
He's hit 2 threes now, right? 2 threes. You know what his record was coming into this game? 2 for 16.
It's improved the percentage. I think that's my quick math on that one.
Well, you know. That one's fronted. Here comes walk up for Stephen F. Austin.
He's tricky with the ball. There we go.
He'll go to the free throw line. Brad Underwood telling us about walk up. Not highly recruited at all. Kind of a self-made player.
West Virginia fouls number 45, Elijah Macon, his first team third.
And walk up back-to-back years, consecutive years, player of the year in the Southland.
Watch live games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today. Some people were in disbelief that I actually watched one of the games on my phone last night. I did.
It wasn't your shoe phone, was it?
I'm growing into this role. I just grew up in a simpler time.
That's it.
8-5. Mountaineers.
When are they going to start putting that ball in the blocks?
Jumper, that's for 3. Nope, long rebound. Here comes, oh, hello.
Get rid of it, you got a layup. There you go. That's the bigs taking off. And Macon running the floor very nicely.
Elijah Macon, number 45. Got subs on both sides of the ball now.
And look at the bigs. I mean, it doesn't matter what size you are on this team. Look at this. They're going to come right into our lap sooner or later.
Yes,
too,
they
Vern.
will. Dallas Cameron. And a foul call. Boy, the pace is up and down.
And that's, yeah, with that style, Vern, that's why you're going to get a lot of those fouls out in front. So here we go, defensively. Good action here. And the quick lob down the floor. They finish it off. That's Mountaineer basketball.
Vern. All right, Ernie, thank you very much. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Vern. Coach Huggins and Coach Underwood's relationship dates back to 1993. It's when Coach Huggins was at Cincinnati and he would take trips to Dodge City Community College to recruit Underwood's players. The two stayed in touch, and then Huggins brought in Underwood when he was at Kansas State, where Underwood, like you mentioned earlier, played basketball. Then he would establish himself as an assistant coach and eventually get a head coaching position. So the two go back a long time. Underwood and Coach Huggins had a lot of fun yesterday after practice, with Underwood even photobombing Huggins during the little media session. He said he doesn't like to face Huggins because he knows how hard his players play for him, but it's great to see him again.
Indeed. Thank you, Alex. Jumper. That's Clyde Gaffard, number 11, a senior, who was a starter, now comes off the bench.
I thought it was interesting also, Allie, the fact that Underwood really just said, I don't like playing friends.
Yeah.
I don't like going up against friends. And once the game begins, they're really not friends until it's over.
A little pressure from behind from Holyfield, number 22.
I think Williams has to slide down and use that body strength.
That one tipped out. Williams has it. Nice backdoor pass.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it really was.
And Page just sat on the baseline waiting for it. But Williams strong enough to get into the middle of the lane, get that ball. I think they could post him up a couple of times to get his touches. At least that's what Huggins thought he was going to do yesterday when we spoke to him.
Look at Williams work defensively.
I was just thinking,
Holy cow.
He's 6'8". He's out there doing the same thing the guards are.
Loose ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Stephen F. Austin.
Joe ball, alternating possession, remains to Stephen F. Austin.
So Vern, here you look at just getting into the middle of the lane eventually with the basketball, and look at all the purple shirts. They're just surrounding the big guy, and that's why he was able to dump it down like you mentioned.
Walkup will inbound. He is a senior out of Pasadena, Texas.
Ooh, nice play. Look at this
Watch
layup.
out. Terrific. And a foul.
You don't generally see guys jump on the inbounds pass and try to do what he just did defensively. But West Virginia's MO is just constantly. Now this ball is thrown high because it has to be to get by the initial defender down in the back court. But a pretty finish by Miles Jr. with the strength.
And that will put him at the line.
You know, going back to that question that you mentioned early in talking about the differences of these two teams. Remember when one thing Huggins did say is people say they play our style, and he said they think they do, but they don't. And I don't think they do. Many teams do not play this with their bigs tracking the ball. Here's a layup. If they hurry, not deflection.
Deflected. Daxter Miles Jr. got it.
And they pride themselves on the deflections. No question about that. Watch how tough it is to get this ball in bounds, Vern.
That's Jonathan Holton defending the inbound pass.
It's just nothing's easy.
No. They're fronting Walkup, and there's another turnover. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
A double wow.
Yeah, that really is.
Now they got numbers if they hurry.
From the corner, no. Clyde Gaffard. Little arm there, and a foul is called. He'll shoot free throws.
West Virginia foul is number 4, Daxter Miles.
So you get the defensive effort. Here's the you're not a double team, but you know you get a single guy stripping it, and the second guy's in there and off to the races. A pretty good effort, though, clearly by Stephen F. Austin, with Holyfield going upstairs to block that shot.
One more. Gaffard averaging 13 points per game, 26 times this year in double figures.
And he came off the bench in their championship game too. Vernon put up a quick 9, so he's not afraid to take his shots. He's not afraid to mix it up offensively.
He'll down, get a rest. 22. Holyfield is back on for him. And Javon Carter will inbound the ball now for West Virginia. Mountaineers came in 23-8 for the year, 13-5 in arguably the toughest basketball conference in the country. Maybe not even arguably.
No, I put them right at the top. I mean, if there is an easy game on the road in that conference, I'd like to hear about it.
From the corner, nope.
Wow.
Rebound, Demetrius Floyd. 5-point margin. This is Pinckney, guarded by Daxter Miles, number 4.
Can't really hold on to the ball that long against West Virginia. That's one of the ways to break it. Make sure it's moving. Guys are moving without the basketball with screens.
4 on the shot clock. Got to be aware of it. That's not the shot he wanted. It was closely guarded. Ty Charles almost got it back for the Lumberjacks. Tariq Phillip calls for it. Knocked out of bounds. 12:04 to go. Your teams, your highlights, your scores all in one place. Download Team Stream, the free app from Bleacher Report, now. Into the corner, 3.
That's the way you keep the ball hopping, that's for sure. And Holton can shoot it once in a while from there. He's not a great shooter at 23%, but when he gets clean looks, he's a little bit better than contested.
Beauty. Walk up, one-touch pass into the middle, and the ball slammed home by Holyfield.
So now Stephen F. Austin has to remember what they just did then to beat that first wave of the trap. Nice pass.
And a foul. There's the beautiful pass from Walkup to Holyfield. Time called. Time now to take a look at the Infinity Coaches Spotlight, and it shines on Brad Underwood, Kansas State guard. 7 years at Dodge City Community College in Kansas, 10 years Western Illinois under Bob Huggins at Kansas State. And he said every school, the dominant color was purple, save the 1 year when he had garnet at South Carolina. And here's Frank Martin, Bob Huggins, and Brad Underwood, 2006 and 7 at Kansas State.
They look like they're ready to go in that picture, don't they?
You bet. Well, Bob Huggins went home after that 1 year at Kansas State. He had served, of course, at Walsh, Akron, Cincinnati, Kansas State for 1 year, and he took the job in his hometown and his alma mater because he said he knew that was going to be his last chance to get to Morgantown. Jumper. Nope. Carter. That's for 3.
Here comes the pace.
Yes.
2-on-1.
That's got to be goal. Oh, no. No. Oh. All right.
Did that get to the glass just then?
That's going to be a foul on Ty Charles. Let us take another look. Well, maybe it was not one up.
Let's see, it's going up. It's going up.
You know what? Good call.
Yeah, it really was.
Yep.
I think it was going on the way up, and I don't think it hit the glass either until the defender hit it into the glass.
And keep in mind, he didn't have a chance to look at replay like we did.
Well, that's why these officials are so good, Vern. I mean, you know, people criticize them and once in a while.
Yeah, let's take another look at this. And it was a bang-bang play. Did it really?
Well, if it hits the glass and it's above the rim, that should have been goaltending. It's, once again, it's difficult to, even on the replays, determine whether that hit the glass.
That's a second foul on Charles, by the way. Here's the pressure in the backcourt. Walkup.
Just barely getting it over.
Yep.
2 seconds to spare.
Demetrius Floyd, number 1. Here's Walkup. Walkup. High screen. He splits it, kicks it in the corner. Jumper. Got it. Well done.
Yeah, it sure was, because Walkup has that ability and almost to play the point position as a guy who plays it at, like, he plays all different positions for this team, so it's hard to really just stamp him as a certain type of player other than a good player and well-rounded player.
Nearing the midway point of the first half, there's another turnover. Demetrius Floyd saves it, gets it into the hands of Trey Pinckney. Another one.
Well, see, now they're figuring it out a little bit, Vern. What you want to do when they come at a team traps and pressures you, if you have to be under control with this, make your first pass past the first 2 or 3 guys, and then you have numbers. Look at this.
Look at Walkup fronting and making the steal into the corner. That's for 3. No, not this time. And Gaffard had to get back. He was in danger of committing a foul.
These guys just pull up their shorts and get ready to play defense, don't they? Right in front of us.
Gosh.
Floyd ready to go.
Daxter Miles, number 4, has the ball. Here's Floyd. Look at Walkup play defense.
Put it down on the floor.
Yep.
Do not put that on the floor. I can tell you that from over here.
Here come the Lumberjacks. Dallas Cameron.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart by Walkup. He ran. He initiated that contact with the defender on the move.
Foul is on Holton. That's his first.
You see how he slid right into him just then to get to the free throw line. And then he's going to have some trouble. He splits this line here. And then once you get by the traps, Vern, did you notice now all of a sudden it's a 2-on-1 in the corners spread out. So you're trying against the press to make sure you're constantly in the half court once you get by it, looking for advantages, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, even if the court is short.
Bob Huggins sends 4 new players on. And Brent Underwood sends 2.
See, I think with the way these guys played, I think it's unfair that they have to wait for the whistle to be blown. They should just let them go on the fly, back and forth. There should be a new rule with this game. Little hockey coming over the glass.
Yeah,
and off you
line
go.
change.
Yep, there you go.
8 unanswered now by Stephen F. Austin. They have pulled within 1. Tariq Phillip. Little jump stop. Ooh. Get caught up on all of today's action now with CBS Sports app. Check your bracket, watch highlights, and get expert analysis of your team's matchup. Download the CBS Sports app now. And maybe that site will explain how Middle Tennessee beat Michigan State today. Wow.
We just had something you don't see that often, a line violation. Watch the offensive player. He's going. I didn't see him step on the line, though.
Nope.
He pointed to the line, the official.
Here's Walkup from Pinckney.
Well, they called him for a violation, a walking violation without the made hoop.
Oh, gosh. That is a blocking foul. No, it's not.
West Virginia foul is number 5, Jay Sean.
It is an offensive foul.
Yeah, Page coming right into him.
Back in for Stevie F. Austin.
Holding his ground pretty nicely was Williams defensively.
Yes.
Replaces Thomas Walker.
I think both of these teams have been successful in frustrating one another. But right now, Stephen F. Austin, Vern, has kind of hit a little bit of, oh, that's a bad place to put that ball in that corner. You can't get away with that.
Loose ball, held ball, or a foul? They're still wrestling.
Vern, I'll tell you one thing. When you see a loose ball tonight, be careful. They're going to be all over the court. And what was it, 3-4 guys who were in that loose ball, but that entry pass to the deep corner.
Right.
Jump ball, alternating possession goes to West Virginia.
Held ball.
When you pass the ball into that corner, the sideline and the baseline become almost like two defenders because you can't go either direction, especially if it's a strong close.
Possession arrow pointing toward West Virginia. They'll inbound. Miss from point blank. Here come the Lumberjacks. C.J. Williams, number 2.
Keep that ball
Good
moving.
ball moving. You bet. No. That was a miss from Jared Johnson, number 3. Here's Jashawn Page. Get it inside. A little too hard with the pass. Put back is good. Issa Ahmad with another basket. .37 remaining first half. The foul was away from the ball. Timeout. West Virginia leads by 3, 9 of 17 from the field. But look at that fourth line. Points off turnovers, 13-2 for the Lumberjacks. And neither of these teams will claim we only play 6 to 8.
Oh, that's for sure. Already
in the ball game, West Virginia has used 10 players. Stephen F. Austin has countered with 9. It tends to keep us on our feet over here.
It really does. You have to pay attention to both of these teams because they're moving guys in and out a lot. They go after one another, and they track the deflections. 5 and 4 steals. It's just a funny way to play the game, and it's just so up-tempo. But I think, you know, West Virginia, if they can play this, I think their strength plays into their positive side of the way they play it. But you know what? Stephen F. Austin is matching them right now and frustrating them.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, that was the senior Pinkney misfiring on the free throw. Here's Tariq Phillip.
Yep.
I got too many eeks and leaps. Let's go to Allie.
Vern and Jim, you guys nailed it by talking about the turnovers. Coach Huggins was so furious. You could hear him all the way up in the stand saying 9 turnovers. 9 turnovers. He said it about 9 times to his team to make sure they got that through his head. That 13 of Stephen F. Austin's 19 points have come off of those turnovers. He said one way to avoid it is to keep ball movement going, to move on offense, to make those extra cuts, to try to get open so you don't have to force that pass.
Oh, that was Huggins yelling, huh? I thought that we heard him over here, too.
Yeah, I think so, too.
He's right, though. You better be more careful with the basketball.
C.J. Williams, and that's tipped out. 3-point West Virginia lead. Long pass, tipped out of bounds. The NCAA tournament and Coke team up for great taste. It took us a while because the audio's not quite that prominent in our headsets, but then we realized
there's a little fizzle.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a little sizzle on this one, Vern, at the defensive end at least. You know, we just saw a long pass, you know, about half-court pass going for the layup. Unless you know your guy has a good 5 feet and outrunning the opposition, you better not try a pass like that. More times than not, you'll get a guy coming back, a safety or almost like a cornerback going after the ball in football.
See the effort defensively by Gaffard. Up in the air again. Oh, what a nice pump fake. And there's Walkup. Boxing out.
Look at him split 2 guys.
Yes, he did. Here's Pinkney, the senior. Gaffard.
They're going both sides of the floor now. That is a way to attack a real hardcore pressure defense. Swing the ball as soon as you catch it, put it on the deck and go back towards the middle.
Jashawn Page defensively on Walkup. 5 on the shot clock. Trap from the corner. Pinkney. 1 on the shot clock. Yeah, they didn't need it. I don't know whether Pinkney wasn't away. Yeah, he's going my fault.
Yep.
My fault.
You know, I don't have a problem with guys trying to make an extra pass. Now, obviously, this is a mistake because he has to shoot it this far down. But if he caught this ball with 5 seconds, I wouldn't have a problem scooting it across because a guy could see the clock. He understood that the ball's coming to him and he has to shoot it. Unfortunately, you know, the good teams understand how to play the shot clock from 5 and under. That was just a fraction too late, though.
Rebound. And another foul.
Yeah, that one's coming up into the face.
Yep. Foul is on Deshaun Page. C.J. Williams poked in the right eye.
Look at that monitor too with the summary, I should say. Number 15, Middle Tennessee. Number 2, Michigan. All right, folks, how many had that at home?
Yeah, talk about the ultimate bracket buster. Well, we all thought, it would be a wide open tournament this year, but I don't think any of us saw the results that we saw yesterday and today. C.J. Williams, one more shot.
Yeah, I don't think that was a punch in the gut to Michigan State for the brackets, Vern. I think that was a big old haymaker.
Ooh.
That broke up a lot of people.
Williams only a 53% free throw shooter, and you see why.
Right, there you go. It's hard to hit that right side of the rim. Calls timeout, the double team in the corner.
5:57 to go. First half, 22-19. West Virginia. West Virginia leads at 22-19. Now the Powerade sideline report. Once again, here's Allie.
Thank you, Vern. I got a hold of a T-shirt that the Stephen F. Austin players have. It says "Dream Bigger." This idea started in Coach Underwood's first year with the team, and the slogan was "Dream Big." Well, then the next year they went on to beat VCU in the NCAA tournament, and they decided dream big isn't good enough. We want to dream even bigger. We want to make it farther the next time around. So they had these shirts made, and the guys wear them throughout the day just as a reminder of what they accomplished and what they still hope to accomplish.
All right, Allie, thank you. Allie.
Do I see a Dream Biggest shirt coming next year?
Ooh, could be. Here's Walkup. Number 0, Thomas Walkup. And oh, beautiful. Oh, my gosh. That was terrific.
It sure was. Away from the action, and you have the best passer probably in their league making that pass over the top. Well-designed play after a break.
Gaffard has 9 points now. That assist from Walkup. And it's a 1-point game yet again. Look at Gaffard fight for that. Number 11. Here's Walkup again. Outside, that's for 3. Nope. Are they going to get Jonathan Holton? Is that right? I think. Yes. Previous possession.
And watch the action away from the ball. So you have a guy who can handle it. And there's the follow-up in terms of the finish over the top. Gaffard with the finish. Walkup with the pass.
Now that puts C.J. Williams back on the line. He missed his last 2 badly.
You catching that little hitch in his shot?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Is that coachable?
Yeah, but you got to do drills to fix that one.
I see.
You know, it's a hitch. It's kind of like right in the middle of his arm, the elbow. It's kind of like a quick elbow up, and then he doesn't. It's not one fluid motion. And that one he actually shot through it better because the arm snapped, the elbow snapped much better.
I saw him look over here at you and said, "Oh, I heard your critique."
Yeah, be quiet, you. I'm trying to shoot my free throws.
So he gets a spot on the bench, and we are tied, 22-all. This is a heck of a matchup between 2 teams with a lot of tenacity. Adrian. And guarded by Walkup.
And 2 styles, Vern. Each of these teams probably didn't want the other team in the matchup.
Yeah.
You know.
Carter, bounce pass, foul on the way up. First round coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship begins today on ESPN2. And watch ESPN For more information on game times and listings, go to ncaa.com. That was the first foul on Walkup, and that sends Williams to the line. Junior, 6'9", 255. Healthy lad.
I'm a little surprised he hasn't been getting more direct touches. But the perimeter pressure on the guards has made that much more difficult to even get the ball into his hands.
I must say, Stephen F. Austin has done an impressive job with this pressure.
Yep. They're going off the top. Now, this is where you can get in trouble if you try dribbling towards another defender. So he goes away, his man runs away, and they get an opening. It's the little places on the floor that Bob Huggins' team will sneak up on you if you're not ready on them.
Skip pass, nice one-touch pass out. And the rebound from Williams. He's averaging 9 rebounds per game. .403 to go, first half. And a foul on the drive. Foul is on Demetrius Floyd. 3:59 to go. Time call. All right, Ernie, thank you. And let's take a look at what Thomas Walkup has accomplished so far.
He's filling up the stat sheet. One thing that's been good is he goes the backdoor cut. He's got 4 free throws already where he's 4 for 4, but the passes have been nice where he's had 3 assists, just looking over things. And once again, at his size, the ability to make good decisions with the basketball.
6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And at the other end, at the line, Javon Carter. That breaks the tie. Oh, it had already been broken, beg your pardon. Third game blues. 2 for 2 this trip for Javon Carter, the sophomore from suburban Chicago.
And on a missed free throw, it really gives them. Now let's see what they're going to do. Well, they're extending it. Now half of them are dropping back. And now they go for it.
And a foul. Well, wait just a moment ago, we showed you this photo. On the left, Frank Martin, Bob Huggins, and Brad Underwood. For more, here's Alice.
Well, Vern, Frank Martin took notice, and he got on Twitter. You're not the only one on Twitter these days. And he wrote, "Those are my brothers." Very cool. He's following the game.
That's nice.
Nice to hear from Frank.
Yeah.
A little intensity in those 3 guys, too, as coaches, don't you think?
Don't you think? Look at this guy. He's lovable, huggy.
Oh, he's terrific.
Yeah, he really is. And his dad, Charlie, legendary coach in Ohio, is going into the high school coaches Hall of Fame in Ohio this weekend.
Correct.
And then the Ohio Hall of Fame, Basketball Hall of Fame, in March, later in the spring. Beg your pardon. Charlie won 3 state titles, 2 at one school, 1 at the other, and Bob was a standout for him in high school. Adrian.
Yeah, that's going to go the other way. And
it is, yes.
And Bob obviously very, very proud of the accomplishments of his father. So congratulations to Mr. Huggins.
His second.
Foul is on Adrian. 26-23.
And Vern checked the foul trouble out already. Whoa. It's kind of like, who doesn't have 2 on this team so far? And they're just going to mount up. But we knew that was going to be a concern, and that's where their depth will come into play.
Pinckney trap.
Nice step through.
Yes, it was.
Here's the pass you have to make to release it.
Jumper, no. But look at Walkup chase it down. Knew exactly where that rebound was going to come.
And part of that is understanding where the shots are going to come from.
Jumper for 3. Again, no good.
How does he get that one?
My God.
How does he get that one out of there? 2 West Virginia players upstairs pulling it down, and he figures out a way to catch it about waist high on the way down. He's not out jumping people, but you can out angle people and outsmart people to position yourself.
There they go.
Whoa, what's going on back there? I don't know. They may have to. There's a little action. I think the officials missed the action down low.
Checking in for West Virginia, number 0, Tavon Myers.
I thought Adrian, I couldn't tell who went flying into the official there for a second.
Nope.
But I thought Adrian pushed on the lower left side. Yeah, you see, he can't do that. He can't. It's kind of like an offensive guard blocking somebody.
So a review at the scoring table. Take one more look.
Yeah, take a look right in here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I caught that, and that's, you look at the officials, you know, it's just an unusual play, right? It's not a basketball play. It'll be interesting to see how they interpret this one over at the monitor.
Going to have another look. Watch Adrian with the shove right there.
So, you know, they can go over to that monitor and determine whether it's a flagrant 1, which would be excessive or unnecessary. My guess, that's going to be unnecessary.
Okay.
And you might be able to slide excessive on it too.
Well,
so here's the rules and the interpretation of the rules. Excessive contact or pushing, holding a player from behind to prevent the score.
take a look at the right-hand side. And the explanation is coming up here in just a second.
Technical foul has been issued to West Virginia's number 11, Nathan Adrian.
And we're getting the explanation of it right now. There's another look. And lower right-hand side, you could see Adrian with the shove. Okay. I think you
dead
got
ball.
the explanation.
Yep.
Right?
Dead ball because the ball was going through the basket, which makes it a little different. And 2 shots will be taken.
And they will be taken by walk-up, and that is the 3rd foul on Adrian. Here's walk-up at the line. Got a forgiving roll then. He's 80% from the line for the year. So here is his 2nd.
And just
another one.
To clarify, Vern, that's a dead ball, not a flagrant 1.
Okay.
Dead ball call.
Got a little perspiration on the floor, so we're going to get out and dry that up.
To me, though, when you look at those concepts, you know, dead balls and also the flagrant ones, generally they kind of stand out as, you know, you've seen enough basketball over the years to see whether or not a play is a normal play in the game of basketball. So is a guy able to put 2 arms up and push a guy out of bounds like that? No. So you know something has to be called. It's just a matter of the interpretation. That ball going through the hoop puts it in the dead ball category.
That's a tough way to get on camera time.
Yeah. I wish I could get my kids to clean the kitchen floor like that, Vern.
We're told now it wasn't just perspiration, that there was a little blood on the floor. So.
Oh, okay.
Coming up at the half, the AT&T at the half, scores and highlights. Boy, if you haven't been with us today, there's a lot of tournament news. And I'm sure the lead will be Middle Tennessee State over Michigan State. Another foul called. Pinckney seemed to be going down.
But was he going down because somebody put a foot in his path?
Well, that could have been.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, look at the leg action.
Yeah.
Don't look above the waist on that foul. Look below. Generally, these guys nowadays are so athletic, especially the guards, Vern. They just don't fall down by themselves usually. There's usually a reason why they hit the floor, especially in the open court, like that type of play, not going to the basket.
Well, Pinckney, one more. Got it. (28-26). It's the first time that Stephen F. Austin has led since they were up 3-0. 2:23 to go first half. Tavon Myers, and there's Walkup, block his way. Shot clock at 5. Seems to be some derision in the response.
Here come the West Virginia fans, at least.
Yeah, they're standing and applauding. That is the second foul on Thomas Walkup. Issa Ahmad at the line opened this game for West Virginia with 2 threes, which doubled his number of made threes for the season. Gets the first free throw. Did you hear what I heard?
Yes, I did. No, it wasn't a concession stand guy either.
No, it wasn't.
What's a lollipop?
Who wants a lollipop? I didn't expect to hear that here in the first half. Allie?
I wouldn't mind a lollipop. Send one over here.
I think that might have been directed at the officials. Another turnover.
Another turnover.
I don't think we're getting a camera in the West Virginia locker room at the half on this one tonight.
I don't think so either. Bob Huggins with the hands on hips off the stool, and that is a look of sheer disgust right now. Seven on the shot clock. Oh, Walkup knocked his own man down. 2 on the shot clock. Good if it goes, and it doesn't.
Oh, look. Good look.
Great outlet pass.
But look at the speed defensively.
Yeah.
Stephen F. Austin just not giving that little layup up.
Look at Pinckney.
The reaction to the perimeter has been good, too.
Walkup. Final minute, first half.
I'm going to say, you better get back in a hurry.
Yes!
Because you could see it developing from the back. And, you know, Walkup is so good passing. They're running the outsides. They're getting to the lanes. And they use that three-point line, Vern. I mean, the old days, we used to go in for layups on those plays. Now they pull up. That was well designed.
Williams wide open. Won't fall. And there is Gaffard with a rebound. Final 30 seconds. Stephen F. Austin, the 14 seed, leads by 3.
And I've been waiting to say this all half. They don't have a foul to give.
Walkup, 10 on the shot clock. About a 1-second differential. No play for what is essentially the final. Oh, it's rejected. Floater, no.
Keep playing.
Yes! No, they waved it off. They waved it off immediately. Here comes a loose ball. I'm sure they'll look at it.
Okay, so the shot, you know, it goes up at 3.4. It's not going to come down unless one's on the clock.
Yeah, no basket.
Yeah, no basket, but that's why you have to keep playing right to the end.
Let's go to Allie LaForce with Brad Underwood.
Coach, you told us your biggest fear in facing Coach Huggins is how tough his players play. How about the toughness that your players showed in that first half?
Yeah, unfortunately, we got another 20 to go. We battled. We withstood their early run. We made some mistakes, gave them some easy baskets, but I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job on the glass. Missed some free throws, which really hurt us, and we've got to do a better job there the second half, but I'm really proud of the way we played the first 20 minutes.
How was your defense able to force those 13 turnovers?
Well, it's what we do. We led the country in turnovers forced. We get up and pressure, and we've bothered their guards. We've got to do it for the next 20 minutes.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Brad Underwood, the pride of McPherson, Kansas. It's fairly close to Lindsborg.
Thank you.
I got the pop in. End of the first half, 31-28, AT&T at the half. After this message, and a word from your local station. Anything stand out to you?
Yeah, it sure does. What we've highlighted is great. The 12 turnovers that West Virginia has. And remember, Allie, way back in probably the mid part of that first half, Bob Huggins was yelling at his team about the careless turnovers. But I don't know if they're careless, because Stephen F. Austin really goes after you, and they got 18 points off of those turnovers. And one player in particular, Williams, for West Virginia. I mean, it's just not going his way shooting the basketball. He's got 5 turnovers. That one right there is a 15-footer. But you put the ball on the floor and look at all the blue jerseys. They're just all over the place. And so if you're going to put it down, you better make sure you get down and pick it up fast.
And let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Vern. It's an understatement to say that Coach Huggins wasn't feeling very talkative after that first half performance, but I asked him what he told his team, and he said, we simply got outmanned. I asked him how he addressed the turnovers. He said, that's simply what we've been doing lately. And I said, so how do you overcome them? And he said, I don't know, make a shot, get a rebound, do something positive.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Allie, I would not wait until the last 5 minutes against this team if that strategy is going to be put in place, because they're doing that. They're getting in the way a whole lot, so I would not let this game get under 5 minutes if I were West Virginia.
13 turnovers now for West Virginia. Here's Walkup. Only 1 of 4 in the first half.
Upstairs.
Alley-oop. Oh, he missed it. But how about the rebound and the putback? And it's a 5-point Stephen F. Austin lead.
Holyfield with that follow-up, Vern, and once again, it's that just a little attention to detail, and it's there for Stephen F. Austin, and maybe lacking a touch for West Virginia.
Blocking foul, Holyfield. That's his 3rd. See if Brad Underwood makes a move here. Not so far.
And Bob Huggins just really trying to get his team to figure it out.
Short, Walkup, battles for it, rebound West Virginia.
And they got Holton in there too. He's got some size at 6'7".
Carter for 3. Off the mark.
I think this is going to stay down this end.
Yes, it will.
Foul is number 22, TJ Holyfield, his 4th, team 2nd. Number 11.
That was a quick 4th foul on Holyfield. So he is out. Gaffard is back on. Ty Charles is out there. Walkup, Pinckney, and Floyd. Inbounds. Missed everything.
From point blank range also.
Yeah.
Stephen F. Austin only blocks 4 shots a game, Vern, so I wouldn't really be concerned about that. I'd be more concerned about putting the ball on the floor with the traffic defensively.
Gaffard kicks it into the corner. Pinckney back outside. Here's Walkup. Bounce pass. Walkup fights for it, doesn't get it. No numbers here for West Virginia. And there it's on the floor again.
Here we go.
Yeah. Offense.
You know what's interesting, Vern? When there's a loose ball and guys pick it up and you retain the basketball, don't you generally get a good shot off a broken play? Here's an offensive foul because he pushes that right arm out. Phillip does. But even when the loose ball is gathered by West Virginia, Stephen F. Austin is just so good at recovering that they don't get an open shot on a broken play.
Well, you get a sense of why they have won 20 in a row. And for the 3rd consecutive year, they're 16-2 in Southland Conference play. This is a very good and well-coached basketball team. Walkup. Got it! That's for 3. Extend the lead to 8.
I think you better start getting some screens off the ball. It's going to be outside before the shot.
No basket.
And one team is just playing under control. And Walkup recognizes nobody's going to stop him from shooting the basketball just then. And his decisions, as we mentioned in the first half, at one point, the first 2 minutes of this second half, Vern, I thought the strategy was going to be for West Virginia, shoot the basketball and then have 3 guys just go to the offensive glass and just try to corral it.
Falling down as he makes the shot, but West Virginia gets it back. Look at these guys. West Virginia does retain possession.
Now, as a player, Vern, when that ball came off the backboard just then, right here, you're thinking, okay, I have the ball, and I'm going to get somewhere with it. No, you're not. Not the way these guys play. They just keep coming after you. If you think you have an easy one, you're mistaken.
Jonathan Holton. Jumper, Phillip. In and out, offensive board. Elijah Macon, number 45, and a foul called on the Lumberjacks. Foul is on Dallas Cameron. That's 4 quick team fouls.
Bob Huggins continues to have his guys to just attack. They got to be careful with the long ball, with the layup that they might give up if they don't get the rebounds, but don't bring it down. Here we go. This might be one right here. Yep.
Beauty.
See, that's what happens when you crash the boards. You crash the boards with 5 guys, you better make sure you get the basketball, because these guys are quick to look up the floor at one another. Man, you better come out on the floor if you're Brad Underwood and start cheering for your guys. Here's the loose one. This is a beautiful pass, and watch how Walkup goes to the right side and avoids the block. Well done.
All right, Ernie, thank you. And here we've got West Virginia trailing Stephen F. Austin. Look at this. 15 forced turnovers, 25 points off of those turnovers. Devin Williams.
He keeps catching it at the foul line. I'd like to see him catch it on the blocks.
Foul is called on Floyd. That's his second.
And the team 5th already.
Yeah.
Vernon, we're not even at the 16-minute mark.
Well, it's 38-28. Look at this. Another turnover. Trap. Walkup. Gaffard. West Virginia has gone almost 15 minutes with 1 field goal.
Nice hands.
They should get one here, but look at the... Ah, there they go.
And that wasn't an easy layup either, Vern.
No.
That was well defended, though, out there. And this gives them finally a chance to put their press on.
Javon Carter had the basket. Here comes Walkup.
Walkup knows how to dribble the ball up the floor, just enough dribbles, then he senses it, and he gives it up when he's going to get double teamed.
Demetrius Floyd, number 1, picked up by Jonathan Holton, number 1. Jumper.
Now, if you're West Virginia, you need to get a good shot here. Don't hurry, don't rush yourself, make sure you execute. And once again, look at Williams. Get him on the blocks once in a while.
Another miss from close range. Always fun to watch play. Walkup, that is. Pull up jumper, no. Gets his own rebound and a foul. 38-30. Thomas Walkup, 6'4" senior from Pasadena, Texas.
Put an order in, I'll get something for you and Allie while I'm up there.
I might do that. There's Walkup missing from the free throw line. One of the few things he's not done well. 38-30.
See see what they do up 9 defensively now. Where do they wait for West Virginia?
Okay, here's
just a straight up man-to-man look.
yeah.
No real hard pressure.
That's Dallas Cameron defending. C.J. Williams is back out. He's got Williams. It's Williams on Williams. I know there's a joke there, but
there you go. There's the catch. You get to the line.
Devin Williams from Cincinnati.
So finally he gets the ball and he catches it and smartly goes to the baseline side because his defender is sitting on his power side in the middle of the lane. You know what I keep thinking too, Vern, with West Virginia, what they continue to go through. When you play a normal game of basketball, you think, all right, this guy's open on the wing. I can make that pass. And it's in your mind, it's a relatively easy pass. But a compliment to Stephen F. Austin is that simple pass in basketball that you normally see. They don't think it's a simple pass. They go out and attack it. And I'm still not sure that West Virginia has gotten it into their minds that these guys will contest every single thing you do.
Got them both. And that cuts the margin to 7.
No question what Bob Huggins is going to have his team do. They're going to try to look for a trap.
Williams on Williams at the other end. Now Walkup.
Nice. Wow. Hello, goodbye.
I have a friend who's working at another location who would say, that little lingerie on the deck.
Exactly. Oh, my.
Walkup now has 16. Williams calls for it. Jump stop. Up, around, out. Look at Walkup.
Here we go.
The floor. Yep.
Calling timeout, isn't he? Yep.
West Virginia calls timeout. 30-second timeout.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at him. Just very patient, little head fake, shoulder fake, and you know what? That's way too easy. I mean, I know he's a very good player. And here's one of our favorite plays, the loose ball. Go get it, guys.
Time called, West Virginia. We've got a 3 versus a 14 here. Stephen F. Austin currently leading, and they will play the winner of our second game, Notre Dame, Michigan, at approximate tip time of 9:40. After the timeout, here's Walkup, who hit the deck again. He spent a lot of time on the floor tonight. And a stacked I formation in football terms.
There you go. Very good call.
Yeah. Ball inbounded. Cheap foul. Jared Johnson.
And as Gary Danielson would say, they got to go with the long ball once in a while here, Vern, to break it up.
By the way, Gary is watching. He's babysitting the grandkids today. Well, he did this afternoon. He said he had a party of 11 at home in Bonita Springs, Florida.
Do you think Gary is still up right now? He might be sound asleep after that afternoon.
He's probably getting ready for a golf match tomorrow.
Good for him.
Now Brad Underwood made one change here, and at the line, good. Tariq Phillip.
See, I'm starting to sense, you know, that Stephen F. Austin is almost in the position. They're going to continue what they're doing. But I'm thinking that West Virginia's believe, and I think Huggins in that last timeout was probably in their head saying, listen, we're going to break these guys. Let's try to go out in the next 3 or 4 minutes and break them. And if you're over on the other side, you're going to say, be patient. Continue to do what you've been doing. We're handling this pressure very, very well. So now which one of these two teams is going to mentally put it together in the last 13 and a half minutes or so?
They went for the steal. Didn't get it.
Small guy with a big guy guarding him. That's trouble.
Is he ever? Wow.
Williams, pretty good work there.
8 on the shot clock. Good defense on Walkup. And he is hit as he starts to fall. And a foul is going to be called. Thomas Walkup. Foul is called on Page.
I'd love to watch him play. 3 times in their Southland tournament. 3 straight years. He was the MVP in consecutive years. Doesn't happen too often, but you can see why with the way he plays.
Well, this year they defeated Houston Baptist and then won the championship by ousting A&M Corpus Christi. They have won the Southwest Conference Championship 4 consecutive years.
What did Brad Underwood, the coach, tell us yesterday? I like to win, and I want to win.
Walk up. Fakes it.
That's a good call. It's going to be a block.
Yes.
West Virginia foul is number 1. Jonathan Holton, his 3rd.
And defensively, just slides in underneath him. A little closer than I thought the first look. A good call from the officials.
And Walkup is at the line. That's the 3rd foul on Holton. Walkup with 16 points. Got it. Brad Underwood was telling us yesterday he never gave up on his dream of becoming a Division I head coach. When he was invited and he got the job at 49, he said he had a meeting with the athletic director, the president of the university, and the chairman of the board of regents. And he said, you know what? It's a beautiful place, and they take this sport very seriously here. Well, he's been a great fit.
Yeah, and just to have those 3 people in the room tells you something about the decision-making process at the school and how important that decision was for them. And he recognized that and appreciated it.
That's going to be on Stephen F. Austin.
Stephen F. Austin foul is number 4.
Now, West Virginia's should be able to shoot a ton of fouls from the 13-minute mark on right now, because that's number 8 against Stephen F. Austin.
And that's the 4th on Charles. Trey Pinckney had a brief rest, and Charles will head to the bench with 4 fouls. And Tariq Phillip at the line.
And Charles has had a tough evening too, not scoring. He's had 3 games this season where he's got over 19 points.
Look at this number of free throw attempts, and you expect that to climb before this is over.
Boy, I would think with 13:05, that would be a number to look at.
Phillip guarding Pinckney. Comes the trap.
Good call.
He does get it across, but barely. Oh, wow. And Walkup saves it back outside. Let's go to the half-court set.
Take a deep breath is what you need to do if you're Stephen F. Austin on this trip. That's not getting in there.
Nope.
That's a tough angle for a lob.
From the corner, Gaffard. Nope. And here come the Mountaineers.
Yeah, I think this is their next 2 minutes, Vern. You can just see them playing a little bit more. I think that's going to go, too. There was an initial bump outside that was not called. And you just keep going to the basket and play it the whole way. See, here's a bump there, and there's another bump.
And the foul goes on number 0, Walkup, and that's his 3rd. So, Page at the line.
Can you sense that feeling with West Virginia a little bit?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if you put down a free throw.
And they've got one more. Four-point game.
They're looking to come get him.
Pinckney, there's the trap again.
Watch for the 3rd guy. The 3rd guy has to stop any good pass, and he just did, so they couldn't attack from the corner.
Here's Pinckney. 12-13 to go. Walkup draws the foul.
So when you come around it, Vern, you make the first pass, you get rid of this one. If you get that in there, then you have to make sure you go quickly from that point on, because there are 3 guys coming to really close you down. And they do, and they get it into their guy's hand, and he ends up at the free throw line because he understands how to use his body to get to the line.
Walkup is 9 of 10 at the free throw line tonight to make it 10 of 11. Devin Williams will get a rest for the Mountaineers now as Walkup shoots one more. Jonathan Holton, number 1, on. And C.J. Williams is getting ready to reappear for the Lumberjacks.
Smooth shooter, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. You know, you asked Brad Underwood yesterday, okay, you're a mid-major. If you take Walkup and put him in the Big 12, how would he play? And
he said he spoke very, very highly of him. He said this kid could play anywhere he wants, and I tend to agree with him. He's got the talent, and he's got a terrific understanding of how to play the game.
Almost lost it. Walkup gets a rest now with 20 points. There's a little shove and a rejection by C.J. Williams. Whoa, big fella. Here comes Pinckney, the little fella.
The big fella was running the floor too, looking for a layup.
11:42 to go. 6-point Stephen F. Austin margin. Back outside, 4 on the shot clock. Jumper. No. Tariq Phillip has it now for West Virginia. They're down by 6. 11:20 to go. It's a 3 against a 14. Quick hands. Clyde Griffard. 11-13 in the ball game. Well, beginning this game talking about Walkup and Jishawn Page, and Walkup has had the better of it so far.
You know, we talked, as you mentioned before, about Brad Underwood saying that he could play just about anywhere. If I were coach, I'd take this kid right immediately.
Now here is West Virginia.
Oh boy,
another turnover.
Huggins walks the
outlet pass. Wow.
Yep, it's over the top. Every mistake Stephen F. Austin makes from a fouling perspective, Vern, is going to cost them at the other end of the line with the line.
Well, West Virginia's going to go to the line where they have hit 14 of 15. Who's going to make the most shots? Who has more points in the second half? If your bracket's already busted, and I would guess almost 99.7% of you have busted brackets, play the Capital One NCAA tournament game on NCAA.com and in the March Madness Live app. That is the 10th team foul. So just by attrition alone, if they keep hitting these free throws, they're going to carve into this lead.
Sure
deficit.
Yep. And you and I might get a chance to play tonight with all the fouls being called. Somebody's going to foul out sooner or later here.
We just got word that, according to CBSSports.com, there are 0 perfect brackets on their site.
Wow. Well, we're not surprised, but
no.
I could do a burn wow on that one.
45-41, 4-point game. Oh, nicely done.
It sure was. He backed up the dribble. You don't see that often. Bring it back away from the defenders. Smart move. They just barely got it over, though.
Watch the elbows. 10:42 to go. 10 on the shot clock.
Somebody deflected that. Learn the concept of don't rush into anything. Pull the ball back, and what that does is it allows you to step through and see the court better, and it gives your guys time to get to a point on the floor where you can see it, see him, and then catch it also at the same time.
8 on the shot clock. Jumper. Nope. That might have been tipped. I'm not sure. It certainly was contested.
Yeah, I think it was, and I think West Virginia is making a statement. Watch out.
So is Stephen F. Austin. Ouch.
That's a good foul.
Freight train coming. I'm watching the respective benches. And these Stephen F. Austin kids, every time something positive happens, they're up and applauding. And I know that West Virginia is making a run now and a comeback, but you don't sense it from the guys who are not on the floor. 4th foul on Holton. Whoops.
Jared Johnson back in for Stephen F. Austin. Number 11, Nathan Adrian in for West Virginia.
Nathan Adrian is on for West Virginia.
Look at the numbers on walk up, 11 for 12. The rest of the team 6 of 14. You happen to have a 81% free throw shooter at the line.
Got it.
I think it's safe to say that every single point in this one, I mean, West Virginia may be down 5, but you can say it about both of these teams, Vern. Neither one of them are going out of here without a good fight.
10-15 to go in the ball game, and already West Virginia is in the double bonus, 46-41. Tariq Phillip, walk up defending. That's for 3. Putback is good.
Yeah, they are putting it up on the glass, and their concept right now is we're shooting and we're going to the offensive glass, and if they get a break down the other end, so be it.
Well, let's take a look at Devin Williams on the offensive board.
And when you shoot the ball from long range, if you have good rotation on it, it generally sits up on the rim a little longer and it doesn't kick out long, and that allows their bigs to hit the offensive glass.
So that's why you analyze these things so well.
Thank you. Well, it's pay attention once in a while.
Yeah. Bench warning for West Virginia. Jayshawn Page getting ready to come back in. Not the offensive force we expected so far tonight. Dallas Cameron at the line.
This game is being played so aggressively. Vern, I don't know if you saw that.
I did see it.
Did you see Miles?
Yes.
Box out the shooter?
Yes, after the free throw, it was almost going in. And all of a sudden,
Cameron got knocked off.
Cameron's coming our direction. Holy cow, watch this again. There you go.
A little less aggressively. They're boxing out the shooter. I've never seen a guy get knocked off the line by 4. Watch this, Vern. My guess is he's going to end up about there.
Boom.
Further. I was only off by 3 feet.
Oh.
That's on a free throw. Be careful.
Into the corner. Adrian gets it back outside. 5-point margin. That's for 3. A little shove. I think they got C.J. Williams with a little arm extension.
Williams is just so strong for West Virginia that they can't keep him from getting good position on the glass. And he understands that when a shot comes from the right side of the floor, generally about 70% of the time it's going to kick to the opposite side. And he's just being held and pushed from behind. And so he goes to the line again.
One more.
Yep.
5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. And the team is 17 of 18.
And you didn't jinx him.
I thought it was going to be the announcer jinx. With that first bounce, I thought,
it's coming left. That's what I thought too.
48-45.
What happened? Blood on his ear?
Blood on his ear, yes.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look at the brackets here. North Carolina Providence tomorrow on TBS from Raleigh, and Indiana Kentucky on CBS. And the bottom half, Wisconsin is in. From the corner, pull up 3.
West Virginia has them playing a little more. They're panicking a little bit more. They've lost the control of this game by a touch, Stephen F. Austin. Now they have to, in the next minute or two, they have to regroup.
Huge screen set by Williams.
And what
C.J. Williams gets it for Stephen F. Austin.
Somebody else is going to have to crash the offensive boards. It's probably going to have to be Adrian because they're double teaming Williams every time a shot goes up.
8:45 to go in this one. 3-point Stephen F. Austin lead. That's the margin by which they led at the half. Jumper. Yes! Inside the arc, that's for 2.
And Johnson with a quick pull-up.
Carter, Adrian into the corner. Page. Nope. Tough night.
To your point, too, Vern, Page is only 3 of 11 from the floor.
Here's Walkup. We're near the 8-minute mark. 8 exactly.
And remember this, there's no count on the dribbling this year.
That's right. Walkup. Off balance, got his own putback.
I think he may have gotten bumped, too, on the first shot. So just like that, they regroup in a hurry.
Well, you said they should, and had to almost.
And that's why the timeout is called, because Huggins just realized, Bob Huggins, that they just regrouped on him.
Thomas Walkup has 22. 53-45. Notice the change in Stephen F. Austin scores. Here's why, Jim.
Exactly. That's pretty clear that that's going to be a 3. They put one more point up on the board. And that's why we're at 53-45.
That was Jared Johnson's basket, initially called a 2. Field goal percentage negative for both teams. Free throws 18 of 19 for West Virginia. And make a note of this, West Virginia, no timeouts remaining. Whoa. If that's on Holyfield, that will be.
It's a good set, just wide open, fake a screen up front, challenge.
That's it.
Yep.
Holyfield. That didn't take long. So now C.J. Williams comes back. Holyfield out of the game, 5 fouls, 4 points.
And you know, it's also, Vern, you know, without the timeouts, Bob Huggins is just playing a hunch. You know, Stephen F. Austin has 3 left, so really Huggins is going to, they're going to call at least 2 of those. He's going to get some TV time, you know, media timeout, so he has plenty of room to work, even though he's wasted all. And I think he's had to use all his timeouts, because what he's trying to do is figure out, by pushing the button over there, which guys are going to really step it up and play.
Well,
oh, big time, big time.
Yes! Devin Williams off the second free throw miss.
Oh, it's nice to be strong and big, isn't it?
I wouldn't know. But thank you for the compliment. From the corner for 3, Johnson again. What a big-time shot.
Well, he rips it at about 39% on the season, so not surprising.
Phillip underneath.
Go up.
Williams again. Nope. Yes, that's blocked, but there's a foul called as well.
Shoot it and rebound. You spread the floor, even with the numbers. What a good-looking stroke. Stephen F. Austin just spreading the floor on their break when they get by the guys for West Virginia who are trying to press them and trap.
So Williams back at the line. 6 of 6 so far. That one was not pretty.
Back in for West Virginia, number 1,
Jonathan Holton, the 6'7" senior from Miami, is on for Nathan Adrian. And Williams shoots one more.
They interchange those 2 guys on the point for their pressing. They're both long, roughly around 6'7" apiece. Adrian a little taller at 6'9", 2 misses.
Wow. They have missed, after hitting 18 of 19, the Mountaineers have missed their last 4 at the line. Walkup. 6:45 to go. Now it's a little reach-in foul
West Virginia foul is on the 4th.
on Daxter Miles Jr.
His 3rd, team
That's number 3 for him.
And I think that was just Walkup's thought process to put the ball on the floor with a little bit of a purpose just then, knowing that the aggressive fouls are going to go. So every time you dribble, if you're Stephen F. Austin, make sure if you're within 15, 17 feet of the basket that every dribble has a purpose with it.
He's now 12 of 13 at the line. Shoots one more. Notre Dame, Michigan is next. We'll have a full house here for that one. And the winner of this game will take on either Notre Dame or Michigan on Sunday.
And
Two more.
And they're probably thinking, do we have to?
Yeah, that's right.
The way these guys play.
That's a bad miss. Now, Stephen F. Austin, have they fought off the challenge? 6:25 to go.
They've pulled it together for the 2 minutes, because the prior 2 minutes or 3 minutes, West Virginia was making a stand.
Look at the field goals for West Virginia. 4 for 20 in this half. And they had only one in the last 11 and a half minutes of the first half. Walkup. Fade away. Not quite. West Virginia was at 48-45. Here's Miles. That's off the mark. Wow. And how about the littlest guy getting a big rebound?
Especially against 2 bigs in there for West Virginia.
Walkup.
That's good. Get a guy at the free throw line. That breaks the pressure even better, especially when you get it to the half court area.
This, 5.5 to go.
This no 5-second call could help Stephen F. Austin.
Shot clock at 2. Remember what Brad Underwood told us yesterday? They got called for a violation 29 times last year. And here is a foul called.
This might be a double foul.
Double foul is the call.
So we're going to take a look as these guys down below start to jockey for position. And it's the right call.
C.J. Williams, his third.
C.J. Williams picks up his third. And Daxter Miles picks up his 4th. It is a double foul.
And so here's a timeout that Bob Huggins does not have, but he can get a timeout. So burning the timeouts, except for when you have 5 or 7 seconds at a close game. Take a look at guys on the right side. I'm not sure that's a double foul.
Now, was Daxter Miles giving an elbow under the chin?
I think you have to factor in that one guy's sliding backwards too, right?
Okay.
So his chin starts to get lower as they're pushing and shoving. So
called a double foul. Now the decision has been made. One more look.
I don't want to be an official anymore, Vern.
Well, we're about to get the explanation.
Yeah, so it's a double foul. I think that's correct.
Yep.
And they have the arrow going their way, so they retain it.
But they trail by 11.
Yeah, I didn't think it was unnecessary on either of those guys' part. You know, the way this game is going to be played and has been played down the next 5 minutes. Somebody just got teed up on the West Virginia bench, I believe.
Well, it's called on Bob Huggins. And the technical will be taken by who else? Thomas Walkup.
Thomas Walkup on the line, shooting 2.
So here they are on this side.
Here's Walkup. 14 of 15 at the free throw line. And Stephen F. Austin has established its largest lead of the night.
The West Virginia ball.
It's giving up 2 freebies.
Teacher and pupil, Bob Huggins, Brad Underwood, good friends. Said we'll be good friends before, we'll be good friends after, but we're going to compete for 40 minutes.
And they got to hope that that tee gets them riled up a little bit. West Virginia, that is.
5 minutes to go.
And the Big 12 Conference is being tested. As Baylor, Colorado having their problems already, and number 3 is just under 5 minutes away from having their problems sealed.
Yes.
West Virginia fouls on number 5, Jay-Sean Page, his 4th.
Well, we'll make a geographical correction.
Yeah,
here.
I had Colorado there. Sorry, my
As
bad.
one who, well, you know, they used to be. Now they're proud members of the Pac-12. As a native Coloradan, I think I needed to point that out. You know. Buffaloes have a big following in Steamboat Springs. Walk up one more. He is 16 of 17. 16 of 17 at the free throw line.
Also back in for Stephen F. Austin, number 2, C.J. Williams, and number 12, Dallas Cameron.
It was a 3-point difference at the half. Now it's 13. 4:40 to go. Nope, Williams got it the second time.
Kevin Williams.
4.5.
West Virginia has 18 turnovers. They've only been able to force 7 so far.
Here's Pinckney. Wild pass. It's saved, but look at the pressure defensively.
They want to call a timeout from the other side. They can't call from the bench, but it got his attention of a player.
Time called. 62-51. Stephen F. Austin will take you back to 2014, the round of 64. They played VCU. VCU missed a crucial free throw down the stretch, and then Jaquan Lewis committed a foul in a 4-point play with 3 seconds left. The game went to overtime, where Lewis missed a potential game-winning 3-pointer. Stephen F. Austin won that game 77-75. Here's Pinckney.
And they've hit this big stage running tonight, haven't they?
Oh, my goodness.
Look at that. No turnovers in the last 12 minutes.
Into the corner. Pinckney keeps going, finds Walkup. Nope. Yeah, it was tipped out of bounds. Thomas Walkup tonight. 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals.
Does he ever know how to get to the line?
No, tipped.
Oh.
Ouch, ouch. Tariq Phillip is hit by Ty Charles.
And he's going to exit stage right, I believe. Foul number 5 on him, and it's the right call every time you get yourself in foul trouble early. Stops the clock. You get a chance to take 2 and put it on the board.
Checking back in for Stephen F. Austin, number 12, Dallas Cameron.
Dallas Cameron will come in. And Tariq Phillip will be at the line.
Tariq Phillip on the line. Shooting 2.
He is 4 of 4 from the free throw line tonight.
And all free throws, both teams over the 10 each. Vern, so you're going to have doubles every time somebody fouls. Good Good rotation there. Hit that front rim, keep your shoulders going forward. Helps that ball to go in. Just barely, though.
Under 4 to go.
He's so smart with the ball.
Yes.
Oh,
and here's Walker. Boy, they did a nice job. Dallas Cameron. Walk up. You know what? Nothing seems to affect him. He plays with a calmness.
He absolutely does. He doesn't change his demeanor at all. Look on his face. He's going for a knockout punch.
Back in for West Virginia, number 11, Nathan Adrian.
Jonathan Holton has fouled out for West Virginia. Nathan Adrian is back on the floor, number 11. Foul trouble for both teams. 2 have fouled out for Stephen F. 1 for West Virginia, but you see Miles has 4, Page has 4, Phillip has 4. Walk up, shoots free throws very well.
Sure does.
Get the idea. He spends a little time after practice every day.
They're free shots for a reason. He's 19 of 20.
3.5 to go.
West Virginia's made 20 on their own.
Carter, Phillip, spins. Oh, he didn't get the roll.
The one thing that really has impressed me also with Stephen F. Austin, Vern, is the fact that they're not tall, and I know that's a foul, but even at the rim, they contest shots. They don't block a lot of them, but they seem to be always around you when you're getting ready to shoot the basketball, and it's really thrown West Virginia off.
Phillip, disgusted with himself, and his head coach is not too thrilled right now either. One more. Got it. I'm smiling looking at Brad Underwood, who said we tend to play long games.
He's right.
Yes.
He's right. He was right about a lot of things with this team, and he did look us right in front of us and just said, yeah, expect a long game. We play long games. Coming up on 4.5 hours, it feels like the way I'm sure West Virginia feels that way right now.
Yes. Buckle up. We've got another game to go. Notre Dame, Michigan will follow this one. Here's Walker. 3 on the shot clock. Nope. Rebound, Adrian. 2:45 to go. And a steal. Walker quickly.
Upstairs. And Vern, before I can even say it, watch out, going the other way. That's
another one.
Yep, a big possession for West Virginia, only down 10. Now they have a chance of going down maybe 14 or more.
Brad Underwood saying spread it out. Jumper. Nope. 2:15 to go.
Oh boy, another one.
Another one.
3-on-1 too if they hurry.
And a foul. And they're sensing it now.
21 total turnovers West Virginia has committed, and here we're going to go upstairs for the ride. Gaffard with the finish, and he's back at the line.
Well, look at the enthusiasm on that lumberjack bench. They're 2 minutes away from their 21st win, and by far most significant of this season.
And I'm starting to think about Michigan's John Beilein and Notre Dame's Mike Bray right now. I'm sure they are obviously aware of what's going on. The winner gets the winner of this game, which looks like Stephen F. Austin right now, and they've seen West Virginia many more times across the television and being aware of what Huggins does as a coach. How are they going to prepare for this? As you look at The 14 seed is defeated a 3 seed 20 times.
One more. Williams. .145. Back outside, Adrian. Tip. Walk up. 2-on-1. Give it back. Walk up. That's the only thing that hasn't gone right for him tonight. All right. Walk up hurries his teammates back.
And look at this. Ball's not touching the floor.
Well, there will be dancing in the streets of Nacogdoches tonight. And they're also going to be dancing in the streets of McPherson, Kansas. Toss in Lindsborg, the spillover. Prettiest little town in the Midwest part of the state. And just coincidentally, birthplace of my dad.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Once again, you can just stand out here by rule if you want to dribble away time.
Yep.
There's no 5-second count. And guess what? He's going to do it until he gets a foul.
How about this? How about this?
This place is
6 on the shot
right now.
Finally, some emotion from Thomas Walker.
Rack him up for 33 so far. He's not finished yet. Look at this.
Less than a minute to go.
My goodness. My goodness, they just keep coming at you. Don't even think about telling them that they're up 16 with less than a minute. You'll insult them if you try that.
A little celebration, except for walk-up. He's got business to do. 5 on the shot clock. 3. Leak out. Too little, too late. 20.7. Now they can just run out the clock.
And the fans in Brooklyn are giving them a nice ovation here.
Yeah, you bet.
It's their fans who are making some noise, but the fans in Brooklyn are recognizing great fans here in Brooklyn, New York, and
way up in the rafters.
Yep,
standing ovation.
That was the little guy thumping the big guy.
How do you do? It's why this tournament is so much fun.
That was a brilliant effort by Walkup and his teammates. The thing that's still staggering to me, Vern, one stat, there are a lot of stats, but one in particular, 7 turnovers for Stephen F. Austin, 22 for West Virginia, and this is it. That was putting it out, putting the candle out. Let's turn off the lights and go home. Who's that guy with all that emotion?
I don't know. We haven't seen it all night long. Longest streak in the nation. That's 21 wins in a row.
I'm impressed.
Me too. 33 points for Thomas Walkup. Everybody wants to get into the celebration. Well, he was so serene during the entire game until he hit the 3.
Good luck, Allie.
Allie is with Thomas Walkup and a few others.
Thomas, congratulations on this win. 33 points, 19 free throws, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, the stat line you put up tonight, but was most impressive is you didn't stop fighting until the very end. What was your mentality coming into this game?
That fighting was our mentality. Battling the entire game, especially on the boards. We knew we had to do that to win.
What is it like to see your team go talk with the fans, gather around you, and celebrate like they are right now?
Unbelievable. It's incredible. We had a great show in the purple here, and then the crowd here got behind us a little bit, and it's so much fun, such a fun atmosphere.
You're a senior, and this senior class has already accomplished so much for this program. Every game is your last game. What would it mean to advance one more time?
Everything. This is what I've worked worked for the last 5 years of my life, and so knowing that coming into the season, that's all my goal is.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Allie. Thank you. Let's take another look at the effort of Thomas Walker.
It was brilliant the way he played, making things happen off the dribble, defensively. I mean, I just can't keep speaking more highly of this guy. The way he played and led his team, it was a very, very strong team effort.
We're standing by hoping to get Brad Underwood, but he is being dominated by our friends in radio.